So I'm calling this new segment One Pick, Two Words, the segment where I pick one team to win and 2 words to summarize why. All right, so we're going to start out with Thursday Night Football, which is the Jags versus the Saints. I pick the Jags. 2 words why. They're back. The Jags have won 3 in a row. Trevor Lawrence is back in the top 10 in passing yards. They're back. Get the game now? Cool. Let's move on. Raiders versus Bears. I pick the Raiders. 2 words. Bears suck. In the 6 games they've played this year, they've won only once, scored more than 20 points only once, allowed less than 20 points only once. Sorry, Bears fans, not your year. Browns versus Colts. I pick the Colts. 2 words. Where's Deshaun? Highest paid player in NFL history and has only been available to play in 10 out of 21 games. Deshaun Watson not available. Browns are going to struggle against the Colts, even though the Colts are going to be starting Gardner Minshew and they've lost their quarterback. At least their quarterback's a rookie, and 10 of the games that Deshaun was not available for was entirely his fault. Let's keep that in mind. Bills versus Patriots. I pick the Bills. 2 words, good timing. The Bills are coming off of a couple of weak performances in a row. The Patriots are the perfect catalyst to serve up as a slump buster. The Bills should dominate in this one. Good timing for the Bills to be playing the Pats. Commanders versus Giants. I picked the Commanders. 2 words, Brian Daboll. I don't know how to say his stupid last name, but have the Giants realized that last year was a fluke yet? Falcons versus Buccaneers. I picked the Buccaneers. 2 words, weak division. The Bucs are probably going to wind up winning the NFC South. That's not that impressive. Their only competition in the division is the Saints. Both teams are probably a mile away from the teams that will wind up being the wild card teams this year. The Panthers might not win a game. The Falcons are overrated. Their slide probably starts this week. Actually, kind of started last week. I got the Buccaneers winning this one. Lions versus Ravens. I picked the Lions. 2 words, MCDC. Okay, I know, that's technically 4 words. Motor City Dan Campbell. Fine, you want 2 words? How about Jared Goff? 5th in passing yards, 5th in touchdown passes, 11 touchdowns to 3 interceptions, 3rd in rating. Lions offense, it's just going to be too much for Baltimore. Cardinals at Seahawks. I picked the Seahawks. 2 words, bounce back. The worst thing that could have happened to the Cardinals for this week is for the Seahawks to lose the way they did last week. They're going to be laser focused coming off a rough loss where they had several opportunities to capitalize on getting into the end zone, just couldn't seem to pull it off against the Bengals. I'm kind of expecting a big offensive explosive day for the Seahawks against the struggling Arizona Cardinals. Steelers versus Rams. I pick the Rams. 2 words, no offense. That's not no offense, that's no offense. The Steelers offense has 5 touchdowns on the year. No way they're keeping up with the Rams in this one. Packers versus Broncos. I picked the Broncos. I know. 2 words, Russell's revenge. Last Thursday couldn't have gone much worse for the Broncos. Steve Smith roasted Jerry Jeudy before the game even started. The offense only mustered 8 points. Defense played well and still lost. I get the feeling that the Broncos have something to prove at home against the Packers. I think they're going to pull off the upset. Every now and then you got to go with your gut over your eyes. I'm going with my gut on this one. I think the Broncos are going to pull it off. Probably in a close one. Chargers versus Chiefs. I picked the Chiefs. 2 words, underwhelming Chargers. Yes, underwhelming is only 1 word. Chargers are 2-3 on the year. They've only beaten bad teams. I just don't see how they make it past the dominant Chiefs. Dolphins versus Eagles. I picked the Dolphins. 2 words, speedy receivers. Dolphins receiving core is just way too deep for the Eagles to keep up. Final game, 49ers versus Vikings. I picked the 49ers. 2 words, Caleb Williams. I'm a little surprised that the Vikings haven't started scraping their team for parts already. The Viking season is over. They should have traded Kurt Coe by now. I'm surprised they haven't. New York or Denver or whoever wants him probably would be a good trading partner, just because if you're Minnesota, you can't get enough draft picks. I think that the injuries to the 49ers aren't even going to really factor into this game too much. They've got the full weekend to recover, which is helpful. The reason that my 2 words are Caleb Williams is because I think that the Vikings should just tank this year and get Caleb Williams. Why win a game? Now, the Panthers have the best shot at getting the number 1 pick. Oh, that's right. No, they don't, because the Bears have their first round pick. I feel like the Vikings have a shot at getting into that fight if they, think about it. Even if the Vikings have a terrible season, yet the Bears have the 1 and 2 overall picks, the Bears might be willing to trade out of that 1 slot and ride it out with Justin Fields. I got the 49ers winning this game, though.